Morning Guitar. Today we continue our journey to page 42, where we are going to be looking at the piece Moorish Dance. This is a big moment in our guitar solo repertoire technique learning because this is really one of the first bigger pieces. Now the Moors are people from southern Spain, most notably the Andalusia region. They have a lineage coming from North Africa, and they are very much a part of the Spanish guitar culture heritage of the classic and the flamenco guitar and everything that means. So this is a very guitaristic piece. You'll notice when we first look at this that there's going to be a lot of P. A lot of this is played with the thumb. And one of the things we want to remember is that any of the notes where the stems are going down, that's played with the thumb, with P, pulgar. And while we see the notes coming up, those are the ones that we're going to play with either I and M. Now the technique is really set within the first two measures. We have P, 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 M, P, P, M, P, and then M again, and then P, M, and then P, and M. So this is really a piece that's going to go back and forth between P and M. Today what I want to do is just look at P and these measures all the way throughout, so I'm going to ignore the technique that's going back and forth for now, just so we can set the proper technique of that thumb and the notes as we go throughout. Then in the next video lesson, we'll take a look at that alternating technique and we'll put the whole thing together. So the first thing I want to do is take a look at these notes, right? I have at this point, and by the way, this is all going to be free stroke. So the thumb's coming into the air. So P, E, so A, E, F, D, and when I stop there, the one thing that I want to be noticed is that this is all quarter notes, quarter, 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 quarter. And even though we see the eighth notes here, what's being done with the thumb is still quarter notes. So the thumb is always doing a kind of quarter note rhythm all the way throughout the song. The next line, we have E, F, G sharp, F. So alternating on those octaves right there. And then a similar thing here. And we follow these fingerings. We had 2, this is open, 1 and 2. And then the third line. So what I would notice is once we get to this line right here that I'm clicking, we had a repetition in the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 measures. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 measures happened again. So the first 8 measures is like a repeating pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take all this right here, and it's like copy and paste. And you get the same thing up until this point. So it's not until we get to here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last 8 measures here, really, that we're going to have new music. So again, I'm going to start from here on that note F. Keep the quarter note pattern. And even then we can hear it's a tag or a repetition of patterns that previously happened. So once you get that thumb part down, this is like the biggest part of the song. Really, we'll address that alternating pattern in the next video lesson. But what you should do is once you go through it and you've identified all those notes, and you made sure that you got a nice free stroke happening with the thumb, we can set our metronome, and we can actually just play the quarter note part with the thumb. And we do it in time so that we'll make sure that we really truly know it. So 1, 2, here it is.